So good afternoon everybody, myself Acharya Vishvendra. Let's discuss NCRT questions. The chapter is ray optics and optical instruments. So we have questions about wavelength of light, then its speed in vacuum, highest speed, its behavior as a ray, then the path of the light ray, bundle of rays, corpuscular model, then we have Newton's corpuscular model, comparison of speed of light in water or glass. Then we have some questions related to the work of Newton. Then some difficulties in particle nature of light. Then wave theory of light, laws of reflection, diffraction, numericals based on that. Then we have spherical mirrors, geometrical center, certain properties related to it, principal axis, secondary axis, lenses, Cartesian coordinate system, height measurement, sign convention, paraxial rays. We have concept for concave mirror, convex mirror. Then we have certain graph-based questions on that. Then on the focus of mirrors. Then radius of curvature and focal length, paraxial rays, foci for focal length for paraxial and marginal rays. Then we have certain questions based on reflection by spherical mirrors. We have coordinates of image. Then we have again a question based on the reflection by concave mirror. We need to find equation of the mirror equation, the magnification, lateral magnification. And then we have another question based on extended object ABCD. Then we have another numerical based problem on concave mirror, coordinates of image, conditions for real image, virtual image, speed of object and image. Then we have questions based on refraction of light, numerical problems on that. Then Snell's law in different forms, refractive index, dimensional formula, Snell's law conditions. And we have certain questions based on thin plastic or glass transparent sheet, relation between various angles, refractive indexes, etc. Lateral shift graphs based question, incident ray, emergent ray question. Then we have a question based on apparent depth. Then we have some problems on refractive index. Then we have a rectangular pole problem. Then we have a question based on TIR, conditions for that. Then we have some problems on refractive index and critical angle, TIR, during summer air currents, optical density, diamonds, use of optically inverting mirrors or prisms. Then we have concept of light pipe, then glass fiber, and thin lens concept. Then we have concept of photometric candela, its definition. Then we have SI unit, CGS unit, illuminance, SI unit, CGS unit, then LCD computer, then refraction at spherical surfaces. Then we have a numerical based on that, location of images, height, coordinates, condition for real image, virtual image, lens makers formula, thin lens formula, two foci. Then we have questions based on convex and concave lens regarding principal focus, secondary focus. Again, questions on that. Again, we have a numerical based problem on finding coordinates of image as reflected by a lens. Again, a numerical based on that. Then we have the concept for power of lens, then SI unit, CGS unit, then graphs for power and focal length, radius of curvature, etc. Then we have equivalent focal lengths, equivalent powers, equivalent magnifications, problems on combination of thin lenses, coordinates of image. Then we have prism concept, angle of reflection, angle of deviation, graphical variations between them. Then for minimum conditions, deviation for a small angle prism, refractive index measurements, then dispersion. Then we have questions on bending of light, bending of different colors, which color undergoes minimum bending, which color undergoes maximum bending. Then we have conditions for focal length. Then we have certain questions on dispersive and non-dispersive medium. There are examples of glass. Then we have the concept of rainbow. Then conditions for observing rainbow. Then we have primary and secondary rainbow concept. The concept of primary rainbow, secondary rainbow, which color emerges first, which is last, order of colors, example of raindrops. Then we have questions based on primary, secondary raindrops, angles, Rayleigh scattering, non-Rayleigh scattering. Then we have a sky blue concept, conditions for scattering, Rayleigh and non-Rayleigh criterion. Then some optical instruments, simple microscope, human eye, relaxed position, angular magnification of simple microscope, compound microscope. Then we have certain questions based on a simple microscope. Then questions on compound microscope, image formation, magnification produced, tube length, magnification due to eyepiece and objective, total magnification. Then we have concept of telescope, magnification produced by telescope, near point adjustment, normal adjustment. Then we have questions based on aperture of this, then chromatic aberrations, spherical aberrations, theoretical questions on telescopes. Then we have reflecting type telescopes, objective eyepiece, its advantage, largest advantage. Then we have some vector relations between reflection and refraction, then out of viewer magnifications. Then we have normal adjustment magnification of telescope, graph related question on that. Then we have certain question based on simple microscope, and then this is the answer key. There are a total of 347 questions, and you can optimize your time and energy and prepare NCERT in an object oriented manner. And these questions are from each line of NCERT, and if you prepare these questions, there is no need to worry about your NCERT preparation. So we have tried our best to make sure that precious time and energy of students are optimized and just used for problem solving skills. So this is just for those students who just aspire to know how to solve questions and achieve optimal results in your exam. However, if you really aspire to know physics, you must read NCERT in details as much as possible if your only task is to learn physics. But if your task is just to solve your questions and just to optimally use your time and energy for performance in exams, then you can use these videos. These are a boon for those students who are sharply focused only on problem solving skills. So the entire concept behind these videos are to enable only those students who are just reading or just studying for qualifying the exam with a good rank. So I hope it will prove to be a boon to such students. Thank you and have a nice day.